The second sheet gives a basic introduction to the Global Protocol for Community-Scale Greenhouse Gas Emission Inventories (GPC) standard, and it's split into 3 sections. The first section provides a brief overview of the GPC, as well as the rationale behind its creation and what its uses are. The second section contains information regarding the GPC reporting framework. You will notice that next to this subtitle is the reference GPC Chapter 4.1, Figure 4.1, page 37. Throughout CIRIS, these references are provided to direct you to the relevant section of the GPC standard. The GPC requires cities to report GHG emissions by scope and sector. Activities taking place within a city can generate GHG emissions that occur inside the city boundary as well as outside the city boundary. To distinguish between these, the GPC groups emissions into 3 categories based on where they occur, in order to avoid double counting: Scope 1, Scope 2, or Scope 3. Definitions are given here in this table. The second table gives an overview of what sources and scopes are required for different GPC reporting levels. There are 2 main GPC reporting levels, Basic and Basic Plus. The Basic level covers Scope 1 and 2 emissions from stationary energy, transportation, as well as Scope 1 and Scope 3 emissions from waste. Basic Plus involves more challenging data collection and calculation processes, and additionally includes emissions from industrial processes and product use, IPPU, agriculture, forestry and fishing activities, AFOLU, transboundary transportation, and transmission and distribution losses from grid-supplied electricity. This table is colour-coded depending on what is required for each reporting level, according to this legend or key. As we can see in this table, sources and scopes required in a basic inventory are colour-coded in green. For a Basic Plus inventory, they are colour-coded in blue. This colour coding is used throughout CIRIS, so you can be sure whether an activity is a Basic or Basic Plus requirement. The light purple cells are required for a territorial total, but not for Basic/Basic Plus reporting. The light orange cells are sources included in Other Scope 3. For example, if we need to report on institutional buildings, for basic reporting level, we need to account for those emissions occurring in Scopes 1 and 2. On the other hand, for Basic Plus reporting level, we would need to account for all scopes 1, 2 and 3. The final section of this sheet presents a table of sector and subsector definitions.